it's very tight. It's very tight. And you know what? Either one wins, that's good. You know, in the end, you know, it's sushi and roast with the movies. You know, you're like, how do you compare the movies? But one thing's for sure, Austin Butler already won the BAFTA, already won the Golden Globe. But more importantly, he has brought Elvis back to life for an entire new generation, and that is a gigantic achievement. Well, I don't do lists. I tell you what. I mean, there's the award bit, but the most important bit is you get to meet old colleagues, old friends, but new creatives. People I've never met. Like, I met Michelle Yeoh when I was 25. I haven't seen her since. And I've been seeing Michelle and going like, oh, great. You know, you're reminded of all these artists you want to work with. So, yeah, it's been a beautiful thing to catch up with old colleagues and meet new creatives.
Maybe Michelle will be the next booking trilogy, movie number 2.
No casting tips just yet. You know what happened with Elvis.
Documentaries, comedy, animation, movies, everything. I'm wearing Ralph Lauren, and my message was that I want a dress where I can feel that I'm conveying the message of peace, love, and harmony. And when I saw the sketch, I felt like, yes, they had captured that. And when I actually saw the final dress and put it on, I knew I would never want to take it off. So I feel so much myself in it, and I hope that it is reflecting the message that we want to convey here today of peace and kindness. This is a short documentary about the power of kindness, forgiveness, and compassion, and how these values can actually transform a person's life. And I believe that people can change. And we see that in this documentary as well. It's the people's willingness to change. That is something that gives hope for a better world as well. That is what gives all of us hope. But Josh can tell us more what it was like.
I agree. It's a film about hope. It's a film for our time, where people can come. It shows people can come together, and we can forgive, and we can change.
There's no doubt that in Ukraine it's gone almost rival, and they're so proud of the film, and it helps us really put everything, you know, all the truth that we wanted to share out there. Yeah.
So that's just, I mean, the Oscars is an amazing platform for talking about things that matter.
It's been a tough year. You know, I'm also very close to a lot of people in Ukraine from my 2 films that I've made there. So, you know, worrying about them, trying to get help and trying to take care of them for a whole year while getting the film out there to create that platform where we can have the visibility. Yeah, it's been really tough.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Yeah, but we, you know, the system in which we do this, we never work together.
Also, we haven't met.
With Salma, it's always a pleasure to be with. Being back in Hollywood, and where I don't live here in Los Angeles now, is good. You know, it brings me a lot of memories. I live here for 26 years, and to come with my cat that I've been just playing for 20 years, it has been beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm very happy to be here and see my daughter, Estella. It was very daring, actually, to reflect about death in a movie that is designed basically for kids. But I think it was daring because during the COVID time, the kids were victims too. They didn't know why they had to be home. They didn't know why they couldn't go to school. They didn't know why they couldn't play with their friends, why they had to wear a mask. So that the movie is talking about that I think it's important. It's very good. But we are going to lose tonight against a liar called Pinocchio. Bye.
Yes, as I said, the visibility of this movie is very important because right now in Iran, women are persecuted, they don't have any rights. So if I can give this message that the situation of the woman in Iran is changing, I'm really proud of that.
No, you didn't. No, you're the star.
Oh my goodness, I was here 3 years ago and it was the most bizarre, surreal experience ever. And I feel very lucky to be back, and I'm presenting, and I get to be around all these amazing nominees. It's exciting. It's the moment of our year.
You know, it was just really felt like the one, when you put something on, it just feels right, and that's definitely what happens. And then, of course, from there comes the, the amazing folks I work with, definitely with my makeup artist and my amazing hair artist, Larry Sims, my makeup artist, Tim Buchanan. So everyone just kind of comes together and figures out and comes to a vision. I love the idea. To me, it summons something about the African women I grew up around on the continent, the astounding way that many of them could carry things on their heads, which I cannot do. But this is a tribute to their amazing, astounding strength. It's perfect. It's poetic justice. It's everything you can say it is. It's such a beautiful thing, and there's no one more deserving. To work with her, to be around her is a joy. It's something I'm very thankful for. It's something I could never have imagined growing up and watching her work. And you would never believe how grounded, how kind, how generous, and how focused, and how her work ethic is out of this world. And she's been in this town doing astounding work for a long time. And so you can bet your bottom dollar that's who I want to win tonight. So yeah.
It's really cool. It's always exciting to be here. It's a fun way to wrap this whole thing up. So, those were great.
What do you mean, Jim? I do too now. No, when people say, John, you and Jim have 3 of the highest 4 movies of all time, I go, you got to be talking about someone else. I can't believe it. But it's a testament to something Jim does in his scripts. He writes in universal themes that relate to people across language boundaries, national borders, and all of that.